In 2024. No, okay, I've been better about it these days. Anyhow, welcome everyone back to Jaraci Cup number 13. This is going to be from Group C. I can't actually remember. No, it's Group D, isn't it? Yeah. This is between PhoenixYo, whose Steam name is still changed to Ekloja for some reason, playing over here in the south as the Coalition, versus NoFun as Conef. And this is a matchup I'm really excited to see. NoFun and PhoenixYo are both pretty good players. NoFun's been out of practice. He hasn't played for quite a while. And PhoenixYo, meanwhile, he's like... I had this revelation just a couple days ago. He's like the gatekeeper of the top tier, you know what I mean? Because when he plays top tier opponents, he just dies, you know? Like tier 1, maybe we can call it. But if he plays tier 2 opponents, he just always wins, and it's not even clear how. So, yeah, I feel like this is kind of going to be an interesting series to watch. Let's check our info.txt. If I can find that here real quick. It's called readthis.txt. Looks like the faction picks were just pretty boring. They just picked Conef Coalition both times. And NoFun has the pick for Boneyard. Probably hoping to get the other spawn too. He's already picked off the probe though, which feels pretty nice. Yeah, we really don't like this spawn for Boneyard very much though, because you have a lot of trouble if your opponent can ever get to like this position. Your third base is just sort of asking to get killed here. Whereas on the other side, feels pretty nice. You've got some cover over here, so... And yeah, PhoenixYo does have base runner inventory, but you know, what would you expect? I feel like him building LAVs here, though, he's getting a bit of respect to NoFun, which is probably good, because, you know, it's NoFun, who is indeed going to be going for a rush here. If he had had the other spawn, I feel like the railgun rush is a lot better, but still, he's going to try and make something work on this side of the map. I like to see it. And yeah, sure enough, he does have a BD queuing up here in the base runner, so it will be exciting to watch the base runner and its blast drone and see what they're able to do. If PhoenixYo is planning on just sort of using base runners to turtle up, actually blast drones can be a very good answer to that. Turrets are not very tanky, the base runner can smoke on its way up to the turret, and then the blast drone just blows it up, so... There's the BD. And it's interesting that PhoenixYo has this tech, right? He has base runner inventory, but he hasn't actually built any, so... I don't know, he'll probably get around to that in a moment. As for NoFun, this is kind of an interesting rush here because he's actually built another base runner, which has its RU cost, you know, that isn't free. He still has the money for Railgun Fab now if he wants to. Yeah, he's going to click on that, but he must be really prioritizing getting the extractions out, and perhaps he really wants to play around the blast drones a lot here. Indeed, he is building more of them, so we're going to see already potentially 3 on the field here. There's the base runner from PhoenixYo. I think it'd be really good to send out a probe here and just like bring it to your opponent's carrier and see what's going on back there. You've seen him in the midfield, you don't exactly know what the deal is. It would be really nice to get that scouting info. But for now, I'm just going to set up a turret on this nice position right here. And that'll be good for the defense, so he does seem to detect that he's being rushed. And NoFun first going to start out with a couple of assault railguns here as he attempts to control the field, which I like to see. Given that it's a rush, it's kind of a surprisingly slow early game, I would say. One thing I must say is that this turret here is going to make the main base really impervious to blast drone strikes, which is pretty nice for PhoenixYo, actually. These things are harder to pull off in Jaraci, but when you've got 3, that's kind of the magic number, and you can just blow up the main base. Not going to happen to him here, so that's good. Smoke going to be deployed on one of the base runners here. Probably didn't need that, actually, but he's just gonna be better safe than sorry, I suppose. Blast drones sharking around here. They are on the flank, so I think that NoFun is planning on looking for the base. He'll be a bit flummoxed when he sees that turret there. Skim's taking damage to the AV now. Actually, because of how clumped up they were, they take a lot of damage right there. But one of the BDs still has smoke here, so you've got to imagine both of these artifacts are already extracted pretty much. When I see AVs when I'm railgun rushing, I really like to get heavies here. I feel like it just works, you know? Blast drone's gonna go in for it, but this is the March of the Penguins. Ugh. You know, they're actually surprisingly resilient here, but still, this can't possibly work. Yeah, I mean, he does hit the salvager line, but he doesn't kill anything, so... Pretty good defense there for PhoenixYo. In fact, the turret did not even take any damage. Like, if I was NoFun, I might have realized, oh, there's a turret here. I'll just use the BDs to kill that off, but... He didn't go for that, tried to get the salvagers. Not gonna happen, though, so... That is all she wrote for that. By the way, turret getting set up here, and I like the smoke here. When turrets are deployed, they have like an initial cooldown before they can start shooting, so this will kind of cover it during that period. That's kind of a neat idea. And it looks like it's going to be ref mode for NoFun, who needs to kind of back away his assault railguns here. He's going to do that. So he's going to just try and fall back to the expansion. I don't know, seeing AVs here, I'm thinking like, I'm looking for blood. You know, I want to build heavy railguns and just smash my opponent out, but... He's going to play this much more defensively here, going to go back and try and set up his economy, and he will have quite a lead in that regard, so that's good for him. One thing he does... Oh, I was about to say, but there it is. He's already queuing up a second PC, so that's good. And this is especially important because it looks like PhoenixYo is transitioning into some LAV focus here. He's getting the assault pack, he has the production upgrade. You can be overrun, and assault railguns are good against LAVs, but if they get overrun, they really start to fail, so... You know... We do have blast runs too, so there's kind of another line of defense here for NoFun still, but... I mean, this was not like a trivial expense to attempt this, by the way. It cost him 450 CUs, I think. Either that or maybe it's a bit less now. Oh, it's 120 each, okay. So still though, like 360 CUs. Didn't really manage to get any value at all there, so... This is the rarely seen guard order being given to these AVs for a moment there. Anyhow, yep, that's the second base setup. PhoenixYo is going to attempt to do the same. But NoFun, of course, with another PC done, he will be moving up to his third also. LAVs are still scary here, and I fear a little bit for NoFun's positioning. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's still focus firing the AVs. He's got to deal with this. Ah! Seems to be a little bit myopic right now. I don't know what he's focusing on, but this is not it. Still though, blast drones are in tow, so again, he may have some defense against these LAVs, but... Now it's the AVs that are dangerous. He does have one heavy railgun set, but still, this is a lot of potential smokes here on these AVs. And a little bit of armor getting teched for these things too. You love to see it. Base runner going to come up here and try and set up a turret on that third base location too. Oh no, and the heavy railgun is still blocked here. Good BD hit though. It's actually very good. The heavy railgun didn't manage to get a shot off though because of the positioning of the dunes there. This makes me nervous. NoFun does have armor 1, but these AVs are really tanky. They are really tanky. Yeah, NoFun's gonna have to relinquish the second base here. And the Sandskimmers are just still feeding in. Oh gosh, this is terrible. Carrier's gonna finally show up here, which is good. I mean, really a point to mobility support would be nice too. I like, though, that he has it in the weapons and not in the missiles. That's very consistent, right? Like, he knows he's going to be getting those hits. This PC, though, may fall. Just a little bit too slow on the pullback, and he never powered up the mobility system, too. Smoke used on the base runners, too, but it was a little bit too slow. Ah, dang. Yeah, and with the PC falling here, this is looking really bad all of a sudden for NoFun. This turret here is not going to be a big problem. It can always just get bombed out by the carrier. Oh, and salvagers are even going down on the main base, but... Oh, never mind, actually. I take that back. Yeah, well, you sort of bet on the close combat weapons because they're a guarantee. But if you bet on the missiles instead and you're good at it, they can be really powerful. Still, though, when the AVs are up in your face like that, I think it's really just better to power up the weapons. Turret gonna get revealed here now, so this will be short-lived, but it may actually claim the life of a salvager. Okay, yeah, NoFun's finally gonna react to this one now. And it'll take 2 missiles here, but this thing will fall. Oh, no, 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 what is this? Ah! Oh, second salvager kind of dies for nothing there. We do have some more BDs getting built by NoFun, which is good. But he's definitely in some disarray here, and he needs to worry about the threat of arrow, which PhoenixYo is indeed teching to. And it's going to be double gunship, because PhoenixYo likes to do this. I really think that getting strike fighters is just better in every way at this stage of the game. But, you know, to each their own. I mean, the problem is that if your opponent is good at splitting, you're just going to get less damage to the eco anyway. And if your opponent is bad at splitting, it's going to be the same. So why not just get strike fighters? I mean, I don't know. If your opponent has a lot of sand skimmers, that's where you get gunships, right? Or if your opponent has a lot of units just in general that can be splash damage, like a lot of railguns. But in this scenario, it's just not good. I mean, there's not really a debate to be had here. Anyway, here come the gunships. Still no anti-air for NoFun, so this is gonna hurt. Snap skimmers. Yeah, exactly. Indeed, NoFun had even teched armor 1 on the railguns and the sand skimmers. That makes the gunships a little bit less effective against them. I mean, gunships are real schmexy units, I get that, but they just are not as effective as other potential options for this sort of thing. Especially not if he targets the PC here. But yeah, here's that splitting I was talking about. Oh my gosh. PhoenixYo, what are you doing, man? Make no mistake, this does not kill a PC. Like, he just wasted all of the ammo doing nothing. Alright, that was effective. Again, I'm just gonna say, get strike fighters instead, they're just better. The gunships are gonna manage to kill one railgun, I suppose. Pretty good value, I guess. Now he's actually gonna try to lose it, which is inspiring. yeah, pretty much. Well, waiting to see what NoFun's choice is going to be to counter this. For now, though, BDs do get suppressed by AAVs, so this is not going to be a terribly effective attack here, but he does manage to get one hit. The key is keeping this railgun alive, right? Because the railgun gives armor break, the armor break makes the sand skimmers work. You know, that's how it's going to work. So just keep this guy out in the back line, and the sand skimmers will take care of it for you. And yeah, it looks like he's not going to have any problem this time. Manages to wipe the entire army from PhoenixYo, except for like 2 AAVs over here, so that's pretty good. Well, and the gunships, I guess. But now it's time to get missile ship fab. It really is time to get missile ship fab, because these guys will be back, and you know, PhoenixYo managed to completely screw it up last time, but you can't really bet on that happening again. So yeah, there's the missile ship tech coming up. I mean, that was kind of laughably bad, but you know, we'll ignore it. Railgun tech is done for PhoenixYo, by the way. And he's on 3 base, so if it comes down to a rail war, he's probably winning this. So, NoFun wants to be aware of that. Getting another PC set up right now, though. He wants to get that base. And he's going to move toward the extraction zone here, but that does need to have some defense on the way. Yeah, that's true, actually. I mean, taking damage on the gunships is not... Like, it's a pretty marginal loss, but it is a loss because they have to rearm, so... What just blew up over here? Oh, NoFun using his skills of object permanence. He's killed a turret post. Not every DOK player can do that sort of thing, you know? So that's pretty inspiring to see. By the way, I'm thinking about it now. These two base runners might actually just be able to extract if they just use their smoke ability properly. We'll see. I guess that's what he's going to try for. It's a lot of LAVs being focused here by PhoenixYo, which is interesting. You'd think he would try and win the rail war having this eco lead, but that's not actually what he's going for here. Missile ships are being done, by the way, so note that. If I were NoFun, I think Honor Guards would be looking really tempting here. Of course, he doesn't see the entire army comp, but Honor Guards can do anti-air, they can kill the LAVs, and they can fight the railguns pretty meaningfully, so... Yeah, you know how much I like that tech. Skim is not long for this world here. There's only one missile ship in play here for NoFun, but he does have 2 PCs in the area, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough for these gunships to do a whole lot of damage on this flank. If they can kill the railguns before dying, though, that makes a big difference, because then the... Oh gosh, NoFun, what's your positioning here? Oh, this is not good. NoFun's kind of positioning around the dunes where these AVs can just chunk him, and he's letting the gunships do their thing. Oh no. Ooh, that was really bad for NoFun. He did manage to kill one gunship, but that's not going to matter at all right now. Where's the blast drones? Are they already dead? Oh. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Ouch. Yeah, NoFun knows what that means. He's gonna GG. The positioning he needed was to be like on this ridgeline here, or to get onto this ridgeline up on the top. Because if you, like, this is the problem with this spawn on Boneyard. If you let your opponent get around here, suddenly, you know, these dunes are not conducive to fighting. And instead what he did was just like move right behind them, which is perfect for PhoenixYo, right? Basically means the AVs don't have to worry about the range disadvantage, they can just jump right on top of you. And he moved away from the anti-air, so even the gunships got involved there. Oh gosh, that was terrible. Well, that's how the mighty are fallen, and PhoenixYo will take one game off of NoFun. Oh, whoops, I need to load the other one in here. There we go. And it's going to be on the shallows, it looks like. This is PhoenixYo's pick, because, you know, of course it is. Yeah, PhoenixYo for some reason really loves this map. Being the map creator, you'd think I'd stick up for its defense a bit more, but those days are past. I think it's not terribly good. But PhoenixYo is really enamored by it. We'll see what he does. Probably this is going to be just that base runner play that he always does, where he just kind of tries to turret up and turtle. I don't understand, because if your opponent just extracts, you lose the game, but I mean, I don't know. Amazingly, he actually has won a lot of games doing this strategy, so... We'll see what the play is, we'll see what the play is. If that is what it's going to be, he'll get base runner inventory here and then build a bunch of them. But the way he's retired the starting base runner makes me think probably not. Yeah, and indeed LAV Fab is going to come out. So perhaps PhoenixYo is going to mix it up here a bit. Yeah, well that's what I was going to say. It'd be pretty weird if he were to get base runner inventory after retiring, so... Yeah, yeah. If you weren't aware, in Joke Patch, like, Galzian can just kill you if you don't build defense against, like, his sand skimmers, so... That's, like, actually a pretty meta build, is to just retire your base runner and get base runner inventory and then build, like, 3 more of them. Which is pretty funny. Probe going to fall just barely to the PC from NoFun here. PhoenixYo has typically not been very good at keeping probes alive, but that one was kind of comical. And the wreck gonna get opened over here. NoFun, by the way, more blast drones, you love to see it. Honestly, the blast drones did pretty good value in that last game. It was hard to see because the first hit didn't really work very well and all the other ones were during combat, but he managed to kill like all of the LAVs at that last fight with them. He managed to kill the AVs with them too, where otherwise he didn't have any defense, so... These blast drones have been pretty effective for NoFun so far. We do have base runner inventory teching for PhoenixYo, so keep your eyes on that. He did this last game too and only built 1 base runner. It was kind of strange. To be fair though, this tech is not terribly expensive, but money in the early game is worth so much more than money in the late game because, you know, money also breeds money. So it's really questionable to get this if you're not going to use it. This game, I imagine that he probably will. So perhaps he's going to fall back to his old turtling strategies, but in that case... NoFun is already doing, NoFun's already doing the right thing in just extracting here. And if he realizes that his opponent is just turtling like this, the play is to just get more base runners. That, and to get some unit to get field control so that your opponent can't set up turrets on the extractions, right? And then you just win the game. I mean, it's not even a problem. We do have a turret getting set up in the classic position here. Mine the Bitcoin to build skins. This is like in Joke Patch, how your carrier is it's always like overheating. They're mining Bitcoin in there. This is why I can't buy a good graphics card, huh? It's because of people like you. Looks like NoFun has finished railgun tech, but he's gonna go ref mode here. I don't hate this actually, but I really want to see him build some railguns, especially assault railguns, since he doesn't really know what the tech is yet. Well, I mean, it's not like I streamed it for 12 hours one day. If you wanted to know what joke patch is, you probably already do. You have a 3060. Oh. Oh. Man, that's good. That's good tech right there. Oh, I see. It's like a 3060 on a laptop, right? Yeah, that's what I was doing up until like 2019. No, it was 2020 actually before I built the PC here. So I was using a laptop, and it had like a... You know, I'm not sure. I think it had like a 1060 or something like that, which for the time was actually pretty good tech. These days, that's already pretty weak. Base runner, by the way, will fall here, but NoFun should press his attack here. I mean, he can get value out of this. The thing that he really wants to make sure he doesn't do is allow his opponent to set up a turret. So, you know, when your opponent is going for like this turret creep gameplay, you just have to make sure you don't let them set them down. If you can have field control, which you probably will, you've got more army than your opponent does, then there's no reason to let your opponent just do this to you, so... I do like this move though. Like, PhoenixYo is going to attempt to set up a turret on his opponent's... Oh, and by the way, good scouting scheme there. Just going to see this R2 base. He's going to set up a turret like on his opponent's extraction zone to stop him from doing that. But this turret can fall eventually. I mean, it's not like this thing's invulnerable. I think that NoFun was hoping to check for air, so he's going to get missile ship fab here. I don't blame him. He did do... Like, he did kind of get killed by this last game, but... Of course, we with our godlike caster vision know that he doesn't actually need this. Still though, good to have the insurance. And NoFun's been just kind of netting some massive eco leads this whole time, by the way. I think I would actually like to see Honor Guard tech. Yeah, I mean, you're right, actually. The gunships did some pretty terrible value in that game, but they were a part of the attack, so, you know. They were a part of the attack. Yeah, and I hate that, by the way. It's so dumb. Like, I don't know why that's a thing. Uh-oh, backstab here. There are blast drones in tow, but it looks like NoFun is not aware of this potential attack. Sure enough, the LAV is going to jump up on the base here. If the blast drones attack while the skin is pulling the aggro, and they do... Uh-oh! Okay, never mind. This is a phantom blast drone, by the way. It doesn't actually exist, I think. Well, maybe it does. Wait, what? I don't know, man. There's some weird stuff that happens where blast drones don't totally kill themselves in Jaraci. I don't understand it exactly. Anyway, blast drones managed to just clean that up entirely. Let's check the units lost tab, shall... Oh, gosh. Let's look away from that. It depresses me. Anyway, PhoenixYo is going to attempt to extract as well here. He's also moving up onto his 3 base. But now it's NoFun who has complete field control. And note that this Conf carrier is a really good tool for killing turrets also. So if he wants to, he could even make this like a 2-base play. Blast bros, yes, exactly. These skims, I'm not a huge fan of moving like this though, because he doesn't know what the tech is. Like, he's even worried about air, such that he's teched missile ship fab. And yet he's moving into this position where he can just get destroyed by air. Or that he can get trapped by AAVs, which indeed is kind of what's happening. Heavy railguns are here though, so they can make this more complicated. Yeah, smoke is deployed too late on this side. And NoFun gonna start teching the damage upgrades for his skims too. I like to see that. He is fighting, you know, mostly AAVs, so. Another production upgrade comes out for PhoenixYo. That tells me he probably wants to invest into LAVs. But it's going to be a while before he can get the priority in that sense, because he's going to need to get the upgrades too. And NoFun looks like he was considering doing something with his carrier, but he's just heading it over to the base right now, so he'll probably just be building salvagers there. I imagine he didn't before because he was pop capped, but it's hard to say. These AVs here, though, they're really tanky. I don't think that this is a fight that NoFun can really expect to win. Well, he's making it look pretty good so far. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, he does back away. Did some damage to the AVs, but can't finish these kills. He doesn't know who's going to join him, so... This is what AVs can't do in vanilla, by the way. The problem with AVs in vanilla... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, the AoE. Oh. See, AVs don't have AoE in vanilla, they don't have damage in vanilla, and they are tanky. They're a lot tankier than in Jaraci, but they just fail to kill units like this, so you can just kind of run your sand skimmers past the AVs and do whatever you like. Fighter and gunship tech going to start for PhoenixYo here. Of course, NoFun already has the anti-air available, and actually on the field too, which is nice. But he lost a lot of skims there. He's going to have to replace. Kind of. I mean, in Jaraci, the AVs definitely fight that more favorably, but... The LAVs have the range, though. That is true. But yeah, this is a conversation that's been had many times, actually, about Strikecraft being able to fight armor in Jaraci. Is that it can happen, which it doesn't really in vanilla until you get the upgrades. But it's based on, like, having a huge amount of numbers advantage, right? Like, you kind of get used to the idea that, like, one assault ship will fight 10 LAVs, and then it doesn't work out. And you're like, what? You know, but of course it doesn't, right? I mean, if you look at the cost value on the field, it's, like, massively in favor of the, Ooh, nice barrage. It's, like, massively in favor of the Strikecraft there. Speaking of cost value, that was terrible. PhoenixYo just lost everything there. He does have one of his defensive turrets set up, and this actually probably will dissuade NoFun from attacking for now. But all he has to do is build another PC so he can unlock his carrier and he can start sieging down these positions. It's really not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. This kind of thing is really, it has quite a bite if you've got an army to back it up, but PhoenixYo keeps losing his army for nothing, so that's not exactly encouraging. And this this third base can still be attacked here, so that bodes ill. More! We do have the double gunship coming out, which is kind of a staple of PhoenixYo gaming, I suppose. EMP rounds, okay. So this is another method to kill the turrets. You just have to have a unit go up there to tank first. And then after, like, you tank the first volley, you EMP the turret, and then the skims can just go up and kill it. Yeah, either that or he'll waste them on, like, the sand skimmers, which have armor too, and there's, like, a missile ship in the area. By the way, a bit of a carrier derp going on here for PhoenixYo as he's attempting to actually deploy a logistics module outside of the range of his main base, so he's just kind of losing. Oh, and he doesn't even have the CUs to do it. He didn't even deploy it. What's he doing? Oh my gosh, the support cruiser's already dead. Oh, jeez. Anyway, here comes the EMP. And you can see how that works. Gunships are hitting the railguns here, so NoFun really needs to spread this if he can. Yeah, you really need to spread this. Oh, God, 8 speeds gunship over there. No spreading on the railguns here. He's taking so much damage for free. Okay, finally he splits the railguns, but he's already lost everything here. Oh, gosh. Oh, that was terrible. I don't know why he didn't just split them. I mean, he didn't need to take, like, nearly any of those losses. I think he lost 5 railguns there. He could have Yeah, look, that totally, like, brings the scoreline into PhoenixYo's favor in terms of units lost. Yeah, he lost 5 railguns there. He could have gotten away with losing 2. Like, that was terrible. Oh my gosh. Still, though, this turret here is just easy pickings now. The sand skimmers can just tank. Like, they're pretty tanky right now. And they'll kill this turret in no time. They have damage too, also. Honor Guard anti-air coming out. You'll love to see it. He's also building an Honor Guard. Oh, I like the smoke there. Yeah, that's actually going to keep it alive. It's only one rail EMP away from dying though, but still kind of nice moves from PhoenixYo. Ooh, I like the missile ship barrage there. That's doing some big value. This railgun here has his EMP too, but the honor guard is doing work too. Oh, you really got to use this EMP though. Ooh. Doesn't end up getting punished for that, it looks like. The carrier is here now though, so this should be the end of all of these turrets. You can just missile them down. You don't need to even risk any army in that. Oh gosh, I don't really like this. Ooh, I don't really like this. Oh, what in the heck? Oh no, he turned off his, You know what though, this might actually turn out to be like a blessing in disguise because the gunships are attacking the base. At any rate, this will show NoFun what's going on with his eco. Okay, this is hilarious actually, yeah. He screwed up his eco and yet it's actually helping him, which is funny. So, little known facts about DOK. You can turn off the resource controller on these units, which means that salvagers can't drop off on it. But it actually turned out to be good for him because it sort of like revealed the fact that it's, it sort of like protected his units from the gunships. That's hilarious. Poor PhoenixYo. I mean, again, he could solve this problem by just, you know, building strike fighters instead. Such things are sort of beyond his capacities. Looks like this PC still doesn't have his resource controller turned on. But it'll be fine because his opponent's eco is even weaker than his, so... All the turrets are dead, by the way, except of course for this one on the extraction zone. That might turn out to be annoying for NoFun later, but... Still, this army is just indomitable. And the thing is, like, artillery is not even terribly good here because the threat is really the sand skimmers and the honor guards, right? And artillery is not particularly good at either of those. So... Yeah, I predict bad times in PhoenixYo's future, and indeed the sand skimmers are going to take this opportunity to jump on the assault cruiser or the artillery cruiser. They are getting smoked away from that target. Really needs to be splitting here, by the way. Okay, yeah, there we go, finally. But oh, it's too late. He's going to lose everything. Ah, gosh. I mean, this kind of attack can work, but you have to split your army, and NoFun is just kind of consistently not doing that. So. Can end up taking a lot more damage than he needed to on that side, but oh well. Would be good of him to get this resource controller turned on again. Oh yeah, it looks like he has figured that out now. But really, what he needs to do is just push in with the whole army. He wins like easily at this position. He just has to pull the trigger. These honor guards just have no answer on the field. The sand skimmers are going to be really strong in tandem with them, and his carrier is here. I mean, he can use the missiles, so. There's no reason to play this defensively. He just needs to go up there and kill him. Well, but he doesn't need to worry about it. There's like 2 railguns here, that's it. Plus he has the kind of carrier missiles to do some sieging. Yeah, and you can see, look, he's fighting up the high ground and he's still trading pretty effectively here. Didn't kill any units, but he's doing so much damage to them. Well, precision strike is always going to hurt. It doesn't benefit from high ground. Yeah, this is more what I want to see NoFun doing, right? Just occupy that second base and then look to go even further. Oh, and he's going to kill the artillery cruisers too, which is kind of nice. Okay, you've really got to finish the kill here, buddy. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah. He is gonna take care of that eventually, right? No, you have to finish the kill, please! Okay, jeez. Oh, he's playing with my heartstrings, so I hate it. Alright, anyway. Now that the artillery is dead too, there's really just nothing to defend here. Again, the carrier should be here, but even without it, he's going to be winning this fight. And if I'm NoFun now, I'm thinking of this position. This is where he wants to get up to. Once he can get here, you know, things are really just over for PhoenixYo. There's no support cruisers, by the way, so moving the carrier like this has a big cost. I mean, he's not really building any money right now. Gunships are both dead. Oh, no, actually, one of the gunships is still alive. But it doesn't have any targets left. I mean, oh, no, NoFun, don't back away. I mean, I just don't understand, like, leaving this here. You're, like, winning the game right now. You just have to push. That's all you have to do. There's no reason to back away. And this carrier, again, has to be up here. Like, if the carrier was here just throwing missiles, he would have killed all of the main base salvagers already, you know? For free. I mean, it would just be like a zero-cost venture. Yeah, or the carrier, that too. Yeah, NoFun is playing this kind of ridiculously slowly. Oh, look, he's gonna bring a PC to the front line instead of the carrier. What? Yeah, notice how NoFun's not even turning on the anti-air upgrade. He knows that it's more effective to just have the Honor Guard's main weapon running right now. Gunship goes down. But again, he's not fighting for this position. Like, he can just go around here, and then he won't be fighting the high ground. So he's gonna actually have to back away for now. Carrier from PhoenixYo really kind of screwing this up though, because as he leaves the main base, he's losing economy and he's taking damage, so... PhoenixYo's gonna need to get like a support cruiser and start healing this thing, like he's almost gonna die just like that. Oh my gosh, what is he doing with this carrier? Like, he's gotta... What are you doing? No, he's not pop capped. When you're watching a replay, the green player's population is displayed up on the top right, so... Indeed, he's even building an artillery cruiser here, so he's got population. Like, what is PhoenixYo doing? What is NoFun? What is anyone doing? What is this game? This turret is still here, by the way. Okay, yeah, it's finally gonna fall. What's happening, man? Oh, gosh. Like, if NoFun wanted to just win by extraction, he could have done that, but he can just bring this carrier up and win the game any way he pleases. Oh, gosh. This is going to give me a conniption. Okay, now we have logistics modules going down, so this is going to be good. Looks like NoFun fancies attacking from this side now. I would be more conservative with the skims, though. You really just need them to get vision for you. And now he's going to back away. Ugh, just end the game, like, oh my gosh. We've been sitting on this position where the game is, like, ready to be ended for, like, 20 minutes now. I mean, maybe NoFun is thinking he has the extraction lead, so if he just lets the timer run out, he'll win. But he really doesn't need to do that. This is... this is like a finished game. He's just kind of not ending it. Oh, gosh. What is happening here? The carrier's moving, just not in the right direction. Like, literally, if he just presses F2 and then clicks here, he wins the game. Like, that's literally all it takes for NoFun to win. No, by the way, that PhoenixYo is literally retiring salvagers to get money for the support cruiser, which is ridiculous. Now he's gonna build them back. And he's gonna back away again. Oh gosh. I mean, if he was trying to BM, wouldn't he be mining off his opponent's bases? He is. Okay, okay. I take it all back. I take it all back. NoFun is not screwing up. He's just trying to make his opponent feel bad, which I actually approve of. But still, this is pretty painful to watch. Maybe what he's trying to do is like, oh yeah, look at this, he could have won this fight the entire time. Maybe what he's trying to do is like make a statement about how bad this turtling strategy is by just doing it better to his opponent. This Arctic Cruise is gonna last about 2 seconds, by the way. Yeah, look at this. It almost looks like he's trying not to kill him here, but he can't do it. It's about sending a message. And yeah, sure enough, he's gonna focus down the eco first. But oh, whoops! He accidentally killed the carrier. And in a grueling 25-minute session, NoFun does manage to take the win here from PhoenixYo. Let me just say this, alright? Let me just say this about PhoenixYo's turtling strategy on Shallows, right? DOK is a proactive game, especially because of the artifacts in the midfield. You cannot just sit still and wait for things to happen, right? The winner in DOK is the one who goes out and makes something happen. And this strategy on Shallows just completely revolves around your opponent making bad things happen for him, rather than you making good things happen for yourself. When you come up against an opponent who doesn't make bad decisions, you just lose. Like, this strategy has zero merit. It's terrible, you know? I don't know why PhoenixYo keeps playing it. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Congratulations to NoFun for going 1-1 here. And we'll move on to the next game. That was quite an interesting one.